הבטחתי לכתוב כשנסעתי ולא כתבתי מזמן, עכשיו את כל כך חסרה לי, חבל שאת לא כאן. אחרי שהגעתי ליפו תקוות נולדו מתוך ייאוש, מצאתי לי חדר וחצי על גג של בית נטוש. יש פה מיטה מתקפלת, אם נרצה שלושתנו לישון, את, אני והילד, מול חלום משקיף לים התיכון. ואולי מרחוק יש סיכוי אחד למיליון, ואולי מרחוק איזה אושר מתגנב אל החלום. שנת 50 סוף דצמבר, בחוץ מלחמת רוחות, השלג צנח כאן לפתע, לבן מזכיר לי משכחות. עוד הפצע פתוח, לו רק היית איתי עכשיו, הייתי פשוט מספר לך את מה שלא יגיד מכתב. כאן אם תרצי יש לך בית, ואותי יהיה לך המון, צחוק ילדים בין 40 וחלום משקיף לים התיכון. ואולי מרחוק יש סיכוי אחד למיליון, ואולי מרחוק איזה אושר מתגנב אל החלום. ואולי מרחוק, ואולי מרחוק איזה אושר מתגנב אל החלום.
A bit of a spooky selection from Yehuda Palacher on this beautiful Wednesday evening here in Southern California. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Shalom, shalom to all who are joining us. Shalom to Rabbi. Sharon is out in the middle of her garden. Look at that.
I think it's just a background, but I'm not sure.
No,
Right,
really?
right,
It
Sharon?
looks so real.
Yes, all right. Hi, everyone. Good to be with you, Erev Tov. We'll get started with the song, and then we'll see who's with us on Facebook and say hello and tell a story. So let's get started with a little music.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov u'banayim shever achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'banayim shever achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Everybody, hine matov, hine matov u'banayim shever achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'banayim shever achim gam yachad. Shever achim gam yachad. Shever achim gam yachad. You were muted.
How good it is to be together, Hine matov. And it's good to see people out there and say hi to some of the people who are with us on Facebook, to Kylie and Adele and Don and Marianne and Liz. And if there are others out there, say hello so that we know that you are with us. I'm going to share a story and then we'll say hello. Once there was a man who had given up on life. He didn't find joy in his work or in his family or in his community, and he prayed to God to let him leave this world. Show me the way to paradise, he implored. God asked him, are you sure that's what you want? The man replied, I am sure with all my heart. Very well, replied God, who showed him the way to paradise. And it turned out that paradise wasn't far away, just a few days' journey from his village. So late one afternoon, he set out on his way. He walked until nightfall and then decided to rest beneath a leafy tree. And just before he fell asleep, it occurred to him that in the morning, he might become confused and forget which way was the way to paradise and which was the way back to his village. So he left his shoes by the roadside with the tips pointing toward paradise, so that in the morning, all he'd have to do was jump into his shoes and continue on his way. But something unexpected happened. Shoes get turned around. Was it an imp? Was it an angel? Was it just a squirrel? Who knows? But somehow the man's shoes got turned around. In the morning, he rose feeling rested from his sleep, ate from the fruit of the tree, and prepared to set off on his journey. He went to the roadway, stepped into his shoes, and began walking, unaware that he was in fact returning home. By noon, he could see a village in the next hillside, and his heart leapt. I've arrived in paradise, he thought. He ran down into the valley and up the hill, not stopping until he had arrived at the gates of the village. What a beautiful place is paradise, he thought. My village was always so crowded, so noisy. This is different, so filled with life and with joy. He sat down on a bench in the square and witnessed the life of the village. He heard the songs of the children and the sounds of adults at work. He felt the vitality, the energy, the love that filled the village. He sat in the square all day. In the evening, he heard the joyful sounds of families reunited at home and smelled the meals that were being enjoyed by each family. He began to feel hungry. He thought, since paradise looks so much like my village, I wonder if there's a street in paradise like my street. And so he went to look. Just where he thought it might be, there's where he found it. Then he thought, I wonder if there's a house in paradise like my house. And just where he thought it might be, there it was. Just as he was wondering at this marvelous coincidence, a woman came to the door, a woman who bore a striking resemblance to his wife. The woman called his name and asked him to come to dinner. His heart leapt. They know me in paradise. There's a place set for me at the table here in paradise. I don't know what's in paradise, the woman responded, but your soup is getting cold at home. Come inside. He entered the house. This house in paradise was nothing like his house in the village. That house was crowded and cluttered and filled with commotion. This place was cozy and homey and filled with life. He sat at the table and ate the best meal he'd ever had. He complimented the woman on her heavenly soup. Afterwards, he went up to his bedroom and entered the deepest, most restful sleep he'd ever known. In the morning, the woman handed him his tools and sent him to work. At first, he couldn't believe it. Who ever heard of working in paradise? But then it occurred to him that even in paradise, there were tasks to be done. And he found that this work was different from the work he'd done before, not dull or boring. It filled him with a sense of purpose. And that night, he returned to the same warm and loving home and more of wonderful soup. And do you know that in all the years that followed, no one could ever convince the man that he hadn't made it to paradise. Every one of his days from then on was filled with more wonder and more purpose, more joy and more life than the day before. Erev Tov. Let's take a minute if anybody wants to say hello. All right, go ahead, Becca. No, I thought you had a hand up.
She just put
She
something
has
in her
a full
mouth.
mouth.
Oh.
1 minute.
All right,
Maybe
Aurora,
somebody
you want to
else.
go first?
I'm not sure I'm first.
You don't want to go first today? All right, go ahead, Becca.
Go ahead.
So today I made a little desk at my grandma's house, and it was inside the dining room. I had my water bottle. I had a little computer hanging on the wall, and I could work there. I also had some papers. I also made some books.
So you had your own little workspace, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Like that. Yeah, I see that your hair's a little different today, huh?
Becca,
No?
she's talking to you.
Becca,
Thank you.
it's nice and colorful.
Yeah, look at
There's all
that.
different colors.
Yeah, cool.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, hi, Debbie.
Bye.
All right, hi, Ronan. Can you say hi?
Ronan, you want to say hi?
Hi.
You saying knock knock? Do you have a knock knock?
Knock,
joke?
knock.
Knock,
Who's there?
Dad.
Did he say dad?
Dad.
Did you want to tell them the news about Daddy?
No.
So my application for tenure was accepted.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
Daddy.
Can you say tenure, Ronan?
Do you want
That's amazing. Congratulations, Aaron. And all right. Anybody else have anything they want to share? Aurora, do you want to have anything today or not today? You don't have to. No? Okay. Good to see you. Anybody else have anything they want to share? All right, let's move into our Shema and Hashkivenu prayers.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom L'shalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. Amen, amen. Amen, amen. Amen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom L'shalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Amen.
All right. Well, just a few announcements. We'll be together on Friday evening. 6:30, we'll have a family service. 7:30, we have a special Shabbat classic service for Pride Shabbat with Rabbi Megan Doherty, who's going to be with us. And so that's happening. We keep an eye out for information about other in-person services in June, so that you know where we'll be and how to be with us if you choose to be. And what else, Cantor Paul?
You know, we have a wonderful class starting this evening with Rabbi Diane Elliott on Jewish mysticism. Pretty popular from what I know of the registration so far, but if you want to join on the AJL link starting at 7:15, you can check that out. It's each of 4 Wednesday evenings in the month of June. Of course, lots of things coming up. We have our TBI sponsored car show coming up a week from Sunday on the 13th. We also will have a baccalaureate service that a number of us are participating in to honor graduates of Claremont High School, also on the 13th in the evening. That'll be available online. If you have a grad out there at either Claremont or San Antonio High School, you are welcome to appear in person. A grad plus a maximum of 2 guests. All that information has been sent out and should be in your mailboxes if you're a Claremont type person. And just, you know, like Rabbi said, more will be revealed very soon about all our plans going forward.
Great. Let's close with a song.
כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. All of the world is a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. All of the world is a very narrow bridge. Just don't be afraid. והעיקר, לא נפחד, לא נפחד כלל. והעיקר, לא נפחד כלל. איי 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 כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. All of the world is a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. All of the world, it's a very narrow bridge. Just don't be afraid. Have a great night, everyone. Lehitraot. We'll look forward to seeing you Erev Shabbat, just 2 days away. So,